Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Ghostware38, and today I'm going to bring a comic haul video. I picked these up from a local Comic Con in my area. I also picked up one of the vendors had some Shadow reprints, so I picked those up as well. I picked up a couple DC books as well, but most of these are Marvel. So with that being said, let's get started. From the top, I have found the complete run on the Marvel's X-Men X-Cutioner's Song arc. So here I have part 12. And the card is here in the back. This is off to the side. This is part 11. This is a copy that does not have the card. This one has been opened. This is X-Men issue 16, part of the Jim Lee run, even though I want to say he only wrote a handful of issues. This next one here is part 10. This one is still as its original bag and board. This one has its card, but this one has been opened, I believe. This one is part 9. I can't remember at the time if Jean was still, it was back at by this point, or if it was with Madeline, because there's the baby, that's Nathan, so hard to say, I can't remember. This is Uncanny X-Men. It went through a couple titles, X-Force, the Uncanny X-Men, and the X-Men book. Of course, all this tells you what books are which. X-Force Part 8, I remember this one because this was one of the first ones that I had. This one was Part 8. And there's the card here in the back. This one's Part 7. X-Men, issue number 15. And then the card is here in the back. X-Factor. This is part 6. Polaris and Havoc. These aren't very valuable, obviously. I found these for $1 a piece from the vendor. So I'm probably just going to open these and then reboard them. And then I'm going to collect the cards and put them in a binder. Because books are meant to be read. It's not like these are collectible. This is X-Men, the Uncanny X-Men 295. This other one here is X-Force. This is part 4. This is issue 16. And the card is here on the back. Prey Cable. This is X-Men, issue 14. Apocalypse card, Prey. This is part 2. Or this is X-Factor as well. Hunter Caliban. I have a couple of these cards. I really always liked the artwork. Marvel Masterworks. And then this is part 1. This is actually one of the first ones that I ever had. It was this one in part 8. Uncanny X-Men 294. Prey, Charles Xavier. And then I got a few other random X-Men books. This was a reprint. This is part of the Inferno saga. This is 243. This is towards the end of the Inferno arc, I believe. This one was the reprint. I believe this one came with the Cyclops figure. I think. I honestly can't remember offhand. From this run, I remember I had the Black Panther figure, Angel, and Spider-Man, which came with Amazing Fantasy 15. I don't remember the other ones because I never had the other figures. But that's this one. Although they did have an original copy of 243, but it wasn't in good shape, so I just wanted to pick that one up. This is another part of the Inferno arc. This is 242. I've been enjoying the X-Men 97, so I kind of wanted to read a little bit about what happened originally. So that's why I wanted to read some of this. And then I picked up some random X-Men books. This is 289. This is the relationship with Storm and Forge. 289 and 290, Uncanny X-Men. And then I picked up some of the Jim Lee X-Men books. This is issue 8. Issue 7. Issue 6. I couldn't find issue 5 because that was one that was the first appearance of Omega Red, from what I was told by the other vendor. This is issue 3. Issue 2, and number 1. The vendor had several of the covers. He had the one with Charles and Jean, and the other one, and then I want to say the other half of the cover was Colossus, Psylocke, and someone else, and then this cover, and then the last one with Magneto. And then DC, I found this one. It's a Batman Superman. I originally read this little arc when it came out in stores. This was the one where it mixes the world of the Superman and Batman serials from the 30s, but it's also a little bit of modern day as well, because you get the Spider-Woman. There's a reference to the Atom Man in one of the issues, and then you get the sort of like Golden Age serial versions of Batman. And then Superman, on the Superman story, Bruce Wayne's parents, his dad died, but Bruce and his mom lived. And then the Batman side of the story, Superman died on his way to Metropolis. Apparently a piece of kryptonite pierced the rocket and killed him. So his world has no Superman. But they have the Spider Lady, which was Lois Lane. And then there's that one. And then I picked this one up. This was one that was inspired by the animated series. This is the Batman Adventures. This is from what I looked online, this is a story with Bruce and Talia. They go to Paris together. And I don't know where this follows in canon at all, or if it does, but supposedly this is one of the last few times Bruce sees Talia. Or at least perhaps Talia alive, because later on, the next appearance, the only time we see her again is in Batman Beyond, but they do have Batman The Adventures Continue, which is like a season 2, which picks up with the style of the new Batman Adventures character designs, and then Bruce meets Talia in a story arc there, but that's more towards the end of that series. And then the last one I found out, I found a few Shadow Pulp reprints. This is volume 108, Vengeance Bay and Death Has Gray Eyes. It's about a couple of World War II stories. I picked these, ignore the price tags. The vendor sold these to me for $1 a piece. And this is 132, Fingers of Death and the Blackest Male. Crime Over Boston and Crime Over Miami. And last one is the Garokan. I still have trouble pronouncing that one. And the Death Sleep. This is volume 69. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys here. So if you liked this kind of video, let me know your favorite book. It can be Marvel or DC. I also found a couple of amalgam books that I had some interest in, but I couldn't pick those up at the time because I was running short on cash at the time, and I didn't want to break the bank more than I could because bills and adult stuff going on. But anyway, until then, I will see you guys next time with another video. So take care. Have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, and evening. And peace.